The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Fear is only as deep as the mind allows. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Fear is the main source of superstition, and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. Fear makes the wolf bigger than he is. The best way to overcome fear is to face it head-on. Fear is the enemy of logic. Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. The enemy is fear. We think it is hate, but it is fear. What we fear of doing most is usually what we most need to do. Fear is a prison of the mind. Break free. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever. Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. We can easily manage if we will only take, each day, the burden appointed to it. But the load will be too heavy for us if we carry yesterday's burden over again today, and then add the burden of the morrow before we are required to bear it. Don't let fear hold you back from living your best life.